Hello, Kendall from Reddit Whiskey with a recap of my first attack from this war, and you know, a pretty high level base here. Looks like maybe a little bit over three quarters. Lava walls, rust Legos. Early 20 heroes, and the downside of this base is that there are very limited double giant bomb locations, and in fact, the most obvious probably ones are right here and right here. And then I guess there's potentially weaker ones right here, and I guess right here. So, I assume the deeper ones were that because these are just a little too easy to pop, and this one's not a threat really at all because it's not in between two defenses. But, and I should probably go ahead because we've run into bases where they've done this, where you had, quad giant bombs there. I was assuming that we're going to be quad Teslas near the town hall. So that was kind of the threats I was looking at. So my plan was I was going to take out these two archer towers with balloons. So 2 balloons each on those. And then once they went down, I was going to send 3 hogs in on the cannon. And in hindsight, I probably should have done 4. 3 didn't quite get the cannon down. I was hoping that they would get the cannon down, jump to one of these defenses, and pop one of the giant bombs at the time. Again, it's not a huge issue because, I don't think you could have pathed over and gotten these anyway once the cannon was down. From there, I was going to do the kill squad up here at the top because ultimately I was going to send my golem in this direction with my barbarian king to take out the enemy archer queen. I was going to have a jump here, and that would have popped this double giant bomb set. So breaking the trash ring here and here, and then 4 wall breakers to get me in. You're going to see once we get to the execution of this, nothing went like I planned. This was one of my uglier attacks until you get to see my second one, which is even uglier. But so that was the kind of the idea, and then from there it was going to be a 2-finger drop in the hogs just to kind of get them in this direction and get on this expo as soon as possible. So that was the plan. I guess the one other thing that I didn't include. Going around the base, are there any defenses that I can efficiently take out with balloons? I knew I was going to already do these at the top, but if you're kind of looking, air defense coverage obviously down here is really good. Except this cannon, air defense coverage is okay on this cannon, except it's covered by 2 ADs. So I'm not sure if 2 balloons are actually going to get us down. You can see I'm well covered up here. You can see this archer tower, though, is only barely covered by... it's basically 1.5 because my balloons will be kind of sitting on here. So really only 1 archer tower. And there's obviously plenty of places. There's a double giant bomb set that's potentially there. There's also potentially spring traps. So it made sense go ahead and using balloons to take out this archer tower. Again, I wasn't worried about these up there because that's what my golem and barbarian king were coming in from. So I was really going to start the raid, and we'll kind of go through. Let me get rid of the circles here so that you guys can see. And also, I guess I should talk about clan castle pull. The hogs were supposed to get my clan castle pull. But the exact execution I was going to start, I was going to drop 2 balloons right there, and then I was going to do a 2-finger drop in the balloons here and here, followed by 3 hogs in that direction. I was going to then do the kill squad up here at the top. Standard thing, barbarians for distraction, witches staggered, archer queen, and then wizards. And then from there, I was going to send my golem in this direction, wizard here to break the trash ring, 4 wall breakers to break in that wall. I didn't have any splash damage to really worry about here, so I sent them all in together, and then followed that up with my barbarian king. I actually didn't want this army camp down because I wanted to go from the barbarian king to go from this army camp in, so I didn't have to worry about the trash ring. And then from there, I brought a jump to put kind of right here, which would have gotten my barbarian king into multiple compartments and my golem into multiple compartments, and then finally 2-finger drop in the hogs. Plans for heals were I was only going to have 3 heals, so I was going to need potentially 1 right there because of the and actually it's probably a little misplaced. I was going to need it. I expected quad Tesla, so I really needed it here. And then from there, I was going to need another one here, and then I had my final heal as necessary, and I was assuming I was probably going to need a heal up here somewhere as I tripped one of those giant bombs. So that was kind of the plan. We'll get to the replay and see my execution, and I got a little unlucky. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but things start out well. I got 2 balloons down there. That kind of works well. Then I do my 2 and 2, dropping that. I'm kind of just waiting for these to go down so that I can send the hogs in so they path directly to the cannon. See, now I send the 3 hogs in. And maybe if I got all 3 of them down at the same time, the cannon would have gone down. It was pretty close. I probably should have sent 4 in, especially with that Barbarian King right there. He did, I think he can one-shot the hogs. But go and get my archer in to anchor, get my distraction, barbarians down, 2 witches staggered, archer queen, my wizards. And then I got a couple. I think I sent an extra barbarian here just for the kind of funneling. Send my golem in, get my wizards, and now watch this. So these are about to go. So I'm sending my wall breakers in. I drop them all in the same place, but for some reason they decide to split. I get 2 that go over here and 2 that go over here, so I don't get that wall broken. And I should have waited. I went ahead and sent my Barbarian King in. He goes after that. Trash ring doesn't get broken. I tried the jump to try to recreate, try to fix things. I tried to send a wizard here, just a little too slow. I'm really worried that I'm kind of screwed now, and I'm running close to time. So even though this is not working, I've got to get the hogs down. Yeah, I didn't get the archer queen out, but if I don't get the hogs down, I'm going to run out of time. So I go ahead and send 2-finger dropping the hogs. Probably should even have been a little bit earlier in that. Why the archer queen was distracted with the golem. But get the first giant bomb set, get the first heal down. Use my archer queen ability though to path through and get in through that wall. And then luckily the archer queen redirects off my hogs and starts going after these things down there. So that gets great. So I get another heal down. And then my archer queen actually helps me out a ton. She takes out these defenses over here, so now I don't have to worry about pathing up there at all. And finally my archer queen, instead of shooting at a wall like she normally does, well, I'm glad she's shooting at this wall over here, but she finally actually helps me out and takes out the enemy archer queen. So I get my last heal down. And that's pretty much it. I've got no real cleanup troops now because I used so many of them trying to redirect the. Oh, actually, I did. I had 1 wizard in the back that I was planning on dropping to help take out that cannon, but probably wasn't necessary. But I knew I had my Barbarian King on the outside coming through. So that was it. I got a little lucky on this one. Execution was not good, but was able to get the 3 stars. So hope this helped. If there's any questions or comments, please leave them below. And thank you very much for watching.